at first I was really annoyed that this show existed because like, oh great, it's yet another show slash movie about terrible people doing terrible things. And it is, but
Mm-hmm.
I also feel like we're at the beginning of a redemption arc, maybe. I don't know. I feel things and it's weird.
He's
He's
trying. That's
trying.
that's the that's the thing that I think is interesting about it. Boy, I don't want to spoil this too much because I guess it doesn't matter because Jen and I are kind of writing an Arcane an episode for Out of Frame on Arcane, but we talked about this in the episode in the podcast episode on Arcane, but like it's lame to me, like, to just have characters that are sort of irredeemably bad. And it's not necessarily that the characters in Arcane are all irredeemable. Most of them are probably very redeemable in a lot of ways, but like they don't want to be. Like you don't get any sense from most of the characters in Arcane that they're really trying to be better, like more moral human beings. Like Peacemaker's trying. And again, he's not very good at it. But like he really wants to do better. And there's a good scene and we can I don't really feel like this is much of a spoiler. We'll get into the plot in a second, but like, well, actually, I'll just do the plot now because it's pretty straightforward. Essentially, like it's literally an offshoot of the Suicide Squad. It is some of the a couple of Amanda Waller's crew, her tech crew, who were in the office with her in the Suicide Squad, who ultimately mutinied. If you saw the Suicide Squad movie. They've been kind of demoted to work on this team just with Peacemaker, and they're still doing Black Ops. They're still doing all the stuff that the Suicide Squad would do. But now we're on like the B team or maybe like the C team. You know, they've been demoted a couple levels down, and so now here they are with Peacemaker. And the funny thing about it is like they all really feel the demotion in the first couple episodes. They're like, oh man, we got to work with this idiot, right? But I think by the 5th episode, what's been kind of great is they're starting to come together as a team. They're starting to feel something for each other. They're starting to actually like care about each other a little bit, which is cool. But like the main mission is sort of another weird alien, possibly sort of alien body snatcher kind of thing, and they're going to sort of track down people who've been taken over by these weird aliens, and he gets told to kill a bunch of kids, well, a couple kids, and he won't do it. You know, he actually won't do it, and he said, which is funny because again, like this whole tagline of I don't care how many men, women, and children I have to kill to get peace, but he then says afterwards, he's sort of talking to his boss in this context. You know, you told me to kill kids, but you didn't give me any reason. Like I don't have any, like I'm okay killing kids. Which is like not a good person thing to do, right? But he's like, but I'm not just going to do it because you say so, you know? And I thought that was a really nice moment for his character because it's like, yeah, he's a lunatic and he is willing to do things that nobody else should do or will do or whatever. But he's also like, he's actually trying to, he's not just trying to be blind to what he's doing. He's actually doing it for a higher purpose. Again, he's a nut. So there's all of that. You've got to factor in everything that he is a complete lunatic, but like, but he's trying to do better, which I've been really enjoying.